Hello and welcome back here to Janet Tate Stadium, northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for this Scenic City Collegiate League matchup here on day 10 and a half. We'll call it 10 and a half. It's day 10 for these two teams. They'll face off for the, third time here now this season in a row. They'll have the Reign versus the Red Bats coming up on this primetime matchup. A bit of a makeup game for the Reign out back on what I believe was on the 22nd. So they'll have their chance here now to play it out here. It'll be back at it tomorrow morning, of course, as well, but we'll focus on tonight's game here again. Reign and Red Bats battling it out, second and third, going at it once more. It'll be Manda Ray Leach starting off the mound here for this Smoky Mountain Reign squad. Reign will come up to hit first. It'll be Mally Corson, the center fielder, who will show bunt, see the first pitch high, and take it for ball one. So Corson comes up, the center fielder wearing number 5. Caroline Reed will hit second, the shortstop wearing number 9. Callie Delauder, the catcher, will hit third once again, wearing number 12. Desmond Burrell will hit in the fourth spot, the DP wearing number 15. Next pitch to Corson's on the outer half for a ball, 2-0. KK Hagan will be the left fielder today. First time we've seen her in the outfield here this season. She will wear number 3 in the 5 spot. Emily Farrow, the right fielder, will wear number 2, hitting 6. Gia Spadia will be the second baseman as this one goes high over the head of Corson for ball 3. Spadia, the second baseman, will hit 7th. She will wear number 10. Kaylee Brandon will be in the 8th spot, third baseman today, wearing 16. So then Terrell will be at first base, today in the 9 hole. She will wear number 11. 4 pitch walk to Corson. First runners on with nobody out, and it's good speed now for this Red Bat squad. And now it brings up the shortstop, Caroline Reed. So Corson reaches on a 4-pitch walk from Manda Ray Leach, today's starter once again for this Reign squad. Valerie Pedersen will be the starter today for this Red Bats team. We'll see if she gets the chance to hit here on this afternoon. The first pitch to Reed. Comes up and in for a ball. Corson's on the go. She'll get in with a head first slide, a stolen base. Runner at second, nobody out. 5 straight balls thrown by Manda Ray Leach has put a runner in scoring position now as catcher behind the plate, Kaylin Boudreau, not able to cut her down. Next pitch stays with the tad too far outside. Now makes it 6 balls in a row. 2-0 now the count for Caroline Reed. No score here to start us off. Conversation now between Boudreau and Leach. She'll try and get calmed in here. 2-0 now the count. Runner at second. Nobody out. No score here in the top of the first inning. Red Bats and Reign battling it out once again. Go to work once more as Leach talking over to the dugout a little bit. I think she's talking over to her head coach Jordan there for a moment. Not sure the conversation subject. She just kind of got a smile on her face, just kind of going with it. She's like, I'm just getting myself into it. Too used to playing in the morning game. We're not used to just having an entire day off, essentially, and then coming in on the evening matchups, right? The sun starts to set down here behind our third base side. Jordan Tonks going to be in right field today for this Reign squad. Swung on and missed. First strike of the afternoon by Leach will be taken high. 2-1 now the count in favor of Reed. Couple different changes we'll get into here for this Reign matchup, or Reign lineup here in just a moment. We'll get to that here in a sec. But now, Caroline Reed skies this one. Straight away, center field. Patterson takes a couple strides over to the left-hand side. Corson will take a stride, but not advance. 1 away here now in the top of the first. Fly out the left center brings up Callie Delauder, the dangerous catcher. The first time here on the afternoon. 1 game here on this afternoon matchup. Again, that's why we're kind of calling it day 10 and a half. It's that Reign makeup game from what I believe is the 22nd or the 23rd. First pitch to Delauder, taken for a strike, going line. Corson at second, 1 away. Good chance here for Delauder to bring in yet another RBI. She leads the team in homers, RBIs, average, OPS, darn near every single statistical offensive category. The only thing she doesn't lead in is stolen bases. The 0-1. Bounces in the dirt through the 5-hole Boudreau. She's not sure where it is. Corson's going to try and break for the plate. She will do so. Standing. Red Bats take an early 1-0 lead. Boudreau just could not find it. It bounced off her leg pad. She thought it was underneath her. It gets to the backstop. No one able to direct her. And now a 1-0 lead for the Red Bats. Next pitch on the outer half is a ball, 2-1. As the Delauder now has nobody on and a run brought in once more. The Red Bats striking first yet again. They've done so pretty much every single time against this Reign squad, except for in that game against Olivia Laney Other than that, they've struck first every time. We just have not been able to pull it together for a victory. This one's taken for a strike, 2-2. One out, nobody on as Corson comes around to score on the stolen base, and then pass ball of Kalen Boudreau. Now the 2-2. High goes the backstop, 3-2 now to the catcher from New York. He steps in for the first time here in this evening matchup. Top of the first inning, we still stand. And second and third place battle it out once more. Rain at 5-4, Red Bats at 4-5. The 3-2 drives it hard right back up the middle into center field. Base knock. First hit of this afternoon matchup for the Red Bats. Runner on with one away. So now DeLauder on with one out. 1-0 your score. They lead here early in this one, and it brings up the dangerous Yasmin Burrell. Maryland native comes to the plate with one out and a runner on in DeLauder. First pitch from Leach. Low for ball one. KK Hagan would come up next, the left fielder. First time we've seen her in that position this season. She's played third base every single game this season when she's not been DPing. Now the 1-0. Takes it high, almost flipped her, 2-0. But now for Burrell, the utility player, primarily a catcher at Coppin State, the Division I school, but this season, he pretty much played everywhere. Outfield, second, first, short, third, behind the plate, obviously, as well. Bell's time here. And DeLauder now at first after the single ripped back up the middle. Corson got on with a walk, came around to score after Boudreau had one cut right between her legs. She thought it was stuck between her pads, and instead it was at the backstop and allowed the speedy Corson to score. Next one to Burrell is called for a strike, 2-1. Hagan would hit next. Emily Farrow in the hole, given the opportunity. Those Red Bat squad leading early, 1-0 again here in this top of the first inning. But get to turn it into victories, it feels like. Swung on and missed, makes it 2-2. Now just trying to settle in. She was able to induce the pop fly from Caroline Reed. After she threw 6 straight balls to start off the ball game. Now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 away. First strikeout of the evening for Amanda Ray Leach. 2 down now in the frame, and it brings up KK Hagan. DeLauder still at first after the single. First pitch from Leach. Driven hard down the right field line. Hooks foul, 0-1. As the right fielder, Jordan Tong, trying to chase it down. We'll get into that here just quickly now. Primarily, it's been Kalen Boudreau who's been playing right field for this Reign squad. She's behind the plate today. Kendall Frazier's been dealing with a finger injury. This one stays high, makes it 1-1. So because of that, they will not have Frazier play the field, obviously. Ava Barnes only plays first base. You could put Allie Shreve in right, but she's at third base here on this evening matchup. So who are you going to put out there? Why not? Jordan Tong said, I'll go do it. As this one stays in the dirt, makes it 2-1. I don't believe she's played right field a single time in her collegiate career. However, she's going to face the sunlight that makes its way down behind the third base line that has caused issues previously for fielders in her first time up. And now KK Hagan sends it right back up the middle once more. Runner gets on. The throw comes in quickly to second, but not able to gun out the legs of DeLauder. 2 away. Runners at second and first. And now it brings up Emily Farrow. So now the Kennesaw State commit comes to the plate. Soon to be teammate of Julia Marisi of that Bandit squad. She made her commitment to Kennesaw State yesterday as well. The other commitment so far this season for the Scenic City Collegiate League is, funny enough, one of the Red Bats. It's Tatum Biddick. She's made her official commitment now to the Memphis Tigers. Same squad as Jasmine Mack. First pitch to Farrow was taken for a strike, 0-1. She's not currently with the team right now. She was doing her visits. She will not be back just yet. But her commitment now to the Memphis Tigers, she stays home in the Henderson area. 0-1, hit off the inside part of the barrel, picked up by Shreve. She boots it. Farrell will make it into first. Base is now loaded with 2 away. Shreve tried to pick it, just couldn't get it in her glove. And now the bases are full for the dangerous Gia Espadia. So now Gracie Espadia, excuse me, I was getting her confused with Gia Crozia. It's over at shortstop today for this Reign squad. But now Gracie Espadia comes up, the second baseman. Has been one of the better hitters on this Red Bat squad. She has the bases full and 2 outs. She'll sky this one deep out the left center field. Patterson will make her way to the wall and make the grab, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom half of the first. 1 run does come in, 2 hits, 1 error. Bases are left stranded as they leave them full. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom half of the first inning, we will go. Red Bats over the Reign here early in this one, 1-0. We'll see how this Reign squad is able to respond. Valerie Pedersen's going to go to work now for this Red Bats team. We'll get into the lineups here in just a moment. We'll be right back after this quick break. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, been watching day 10 and a half of the Phoenix City Collegiate League 2026 summer. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the first inning, we go 1-0 your score. Red Bats ahead over the Reign after Molly Corson's able to score on a pass ball. She now sits in center field once more for this Red Bat squad. We'll have Jordan Tong. Yes, that is correct. The right fielder leading us off here today for the Reign. She'll face off against Valerie Pedersen here to lead us off the bottom of the first. First pitch to her is taken outside for a strike to make it 0-1. So Tong, the leadoff hitter here today, the right fielder, primarily has played at the corner and infield spots. She gets a chance here now in the outfield to show off some of that utility power. She will wear number 16. Abby Lozer will be following her up in the shortstop position wearing number 2. A big hack at this one. She wanted to send that one over the fence, makes it 0-2. Madeline Hall will be the first baseman hitting in the 4 spot. Excuse me, she will wear number 12. I missed Kaylin Boudreau. She's the catcher hitting 3rd this afternoon. She will wear number 11. Hall will hit 4th at first base. Johnny Patterson, the center fielder, will hit 5th. Has swung on and missed. Strike 3. Pedersen gets the first strikeout of the evening on the first batter. The one down now here in the bottom of the first. She strikes out the first batter that she sees, and now it brings up Lozer, the shortstop, wearing number 2 in the 2 spot here in the batting order. Patterson again will hit 5th. She will be in center field once again, wearing number 1. Allie Shreve will be a 3rd again. She will hit 6th, wearing number 8. Lauren Jamerson, if this one's called for a strike, 0-1, will be in left field once again. She will wear number 5. Theo Recrozio will be at second base. He will wear number 6. And Frazier will be the DP once again in 9th spot wearing 15. Next one stays for a strike, going 2. Mandare Leach will be the pitcher once again. She will hit in the 10th spot. She has a home run this season, her first of the Scenic City Collegiate career for her since last season. But now the 0-2. Hits it hard down the right field line. Hooking. Stays fair on the line. Barrow's going to bobble in and right. It allows Lozier to turn into 2. She's going to try and make it 3. Cut off, brought in. Throw to third. Not in time. Lozier's in with a stand-up triple. She takes a 2-strike account and just lines it down the right field line and just keeps it in within the right field foul line. And a triple for Lozier, her second of the year. And now a runner in scoring position for Kalen Boudreau. First pitch, it's a right back up the middle, tie ball game. Lozier comes in to score. 1-1 now your scoring line. Boudreau with a first pitch single up the middle. We sit at a draw once more. The Reign do what they've done all season long. They bounce back. They find a run right back after giving up the run in the top of the inning. Boudreau brings in Lozier. Now it brings up Hall with a runner on and 1 away. First pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. Check down to first, just not in time. Hall comes up the first time here on the evening. So Patterson, who actually started off with a strikeout, has thrown 6 straight strikes through 7, technically now 8. She has not thrown a ball yet, and I jinx her, of course, God forbid. That one stays high, makes it 1-1. Starts off the ball game, throws 3 straight strikes to Tong, gets her down, throws 3 straight to Lozier. She gives up a triple, throws 1 to Boudreau. She hits it right back up the middle. She has had a good start, just Reign have already found ways to make contact as this one bounces in the dirt, makes it 2-1. Johnny Patterson will hit next, given the opportunity. Hall looking to get on now for the first time here on the afternoon. Her first appearance at the plate. 1-1 now your score after the RBI single by Boudreau. Up the middle brings home Lozier. 2-1 call to strike, makes it 2-2. As the Siena battery mate and pitcher make their way out once again here, both the New Yorkers. The lone 2 New York natives here this season. 2-2 from Pedersen. Taken high. She did not offer. Makes it full count. Patterson waits in the on-deck circle. 3-2 the count, 1 away. Runner at first. Next pitch to Hall. Stays high. Ball 4. Runners on at second and first. Still only 1 out. So after getting first batter down on 3 straight strikes, she gives up a triple, a single, and a walk, and now has second and first with 1 away and brings up the dangerous Johnny Patterson with fantastic speed. Center fielder comes up for the first time here in the evening matchup. First pitch to her is swung on and missed, 0-1. Shreve, the dangerous third baseman, would hit next. A lot of pop in that bat for those that have seen it before. Patterson faces Pedersen on the mound. Boudreau at second, Hall at first. Deal 1. Fouls it off, makes it 0-2. 1-1 now your score here in the bottom of the first. Red Bats attack early, find a run as Mally Corson's able to swipe third and then realize the ball kicked away from Boudreau and she couldn't find it. She was able to score to make it 1-0. Lozier then triples here in this bottom half of the frame. Boudreau scores her on the first pitch that she sees. She now stands at second with Hall at first. Only 1 out. Bottom half of the frame. Patterson now trying to see if he can drive in the go-ahead run. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 away here in the bottom half of the frame. Second strikeout already for Valerie Pedersen. It brings up the dangerous Ali Shreve with 2 outs. The Ohio native fouls off the first pitch, makes it 0-1. Hard swinging utility player, primarily first, third, and right field. He also pitcher at the Salem University, the Division II school. The 0-1. Swung on it, missed. 0-2. Jamerson would hit next, given the opportunity. Runners again at second and first. Still now 2 outs. Did it a draw once again and 1 apiece. The 0-2. Drives it hard. Left field side. Backing up as the left fielder will be there for out number 3. And that will end the bottom of the first. We go to the top half of the frame. 2 hits, 1 walk, no errors. 2 runners do get left stranded. A run comes across. We sit at a draw once more. 1-1 now your scores. We go to the top of the frame. We'll be right back after this quick break. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this quick break here for Scenic City Collegiate League Softball. Top of the second inning we go. 1-1 now your score. Reign get a run back immediately thanks to the RBI single by Boudreau after Loser triples, and now brings up the bottom half of this Red Bats lineup. It'll be Branham, Cantrell, and I believe Valerie Pedersen. We'll see if she gets the chance here to hit. But now we have a new pitcher on the mound. You can probably see that's not a Reign uniform. That's Robbie Van. She's going to come in now after Amanda Ray Leach now will head over to the bench. She will still hit for Robbie, but Robbie's now going to get the opportunity to pitch here for this Reign squad. They mentioned earlier that they were looking for an extra add of a pitcher. They're able to get Robbie Van. She will make her way out and throw the first pitch to Branham, who hits it sky high right field line. Jordan Tong cannot get there. It'll be a single on the first pitch of the inning. And that'll put a runner on immediately here in this bottom or top half the second frame. And now it brings up Savannah Cantrell. So Branham first pitch swinging, just loops one into right. Jordan Tong's shaking her head out there. She's like, man, who put me out here? First pitch to Cantrell's a strike, makes it 0-1. So it will be the top of the order up next. So Pedersen will not hit. It will be Mally Corson, who walked her last time up in the on-deck circle. Cantrell sees the next one high and away, makes it 1-1. That's the first baseman catching combo, the Northeast Alabama Community College product, the JUCO World Series winner. Next pitch takes a very late swing at that one, 1-2. She waited until the final second to make sure she at least got a swing off, but it's down in the count. 1-2. Hits it right back up the middle, trying to get to a discloser. She got a glove on it, just could not hang on. It'll be a single to center. And now second and first with nobody out, a diving attempt. Loser putting the whole body on the line for that one, just could not keep it in. And now it brings up the top of the lineup. So now here comes Mally Corson, the center fielder. Harris stolen bases, a run scored, and a walk for her already in this matchup. Take the first pitch for a strike from Robbie Van to go down 0-1. First run of the ball game in that top half of the first inning. She's done that a lot this season already. And she'll now try and lay down a bunt, fouled off to make it 0-2. Corson now on the season as we stand, 346 hitter right now, 452 on base percentage, 875 OPS. Take this one down and away in the dirt, makes it 1-2. Runners at second and first, still nobody out. Branham at second, Cantrell at first. Not the fastest players on the Red Bats lineup on the base paths, but get around when you ask them to. The 1-2 to Corson. Hits it hard foul, staying alive. Corson now, 7 runs on the season, now make it 8, 2 RBIs, a triple for her, one of 4 players this season. She's been hit by a pitch 3 separate times. She has now 7 stolen bases on the season. She'll chop this one third base side. Street's got to be quick with it. Throw to first is a bullet. She's got her. Runners do advance. A ripping throw across the infield. Shreve had to fire it over to get there in time. She's able to get the runner. But now second and third with one down, and it brings up Caroline Reed, who popped out to center her last time. First pitch to the shortstop's outside, makes it 1-0. Reed on the season, 261 hitter. Just over a 300 on base, a 786 OPS for her. 2 doubles and 5 RBIs on the year. Takes outside once more, makes it 2-0. She popped out the center her last time up after that left center field gap. 6 runs on the season for her as well. She does have a 3-run homer. She'll sky this one down the left field line. Jamerson's going to try and make the grab. She will in foul ground. Branham will not tag. It'll be 2 away now here in the top of the second inning, and it brings up Callie DeLauder. So now DeLauder's got to try and play hero on the inning as she comes up with 2 outs and runners at second and third. After the ground out of Corson and Reed flying out in foul ground, it brings up Kelly DeLauder with 2 outs. First pitch to her is outside, makes it 1-0. DeLauder singled her last time as she ripped one over the head of Amanda Ray Leach. The pitcher in the first inning, she now faces Robbie Van for the first time here today. Sees the 1-0. Outside away once more, 2-0. Probably the right mindset here from Robbie Van as well. DeLauder not had a fun time with the outer half of the plate. You also just don't want to give her one that she can absolutely smoke. Takes this one for a strike, 2-1. DeLauder, the team leader in OPS, slugging, on base, darn near every category. The only thing she doesn't really lead in, actually she does lead in, is batting average. 464 at 1,500 on the dot OPS. This one stays outside, makes it 3-1. She leads the team in homers, RBIs, 4 homers, 3 doubles, 13 RBIs on the season. 3-1 from Van. Drives it hard. Second base side. What a pick by Recrozio. Throw to first is in time. And they get out of the inning with no damage. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 2 hits, no errors, no runs come in. No one able to come to score as they leave 2 stranded. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball. Reign and Red Bats tied at 1 apiece after the top of 2. We go to the bottom half of the frame. The Reign take their first lead on the evening. We'll find out here in just a moment. The sun continues to set behind us here on the third base line. We'll be back in just a sec for the rest of day 10 and a half of this Scenic City Collegiate League summer. Bottom of the second inning we go. 1-1 still your score. The Red Bats leave two stranded. They'll bring up the bottom half of this Rain lineup now. Lauren Jamerson, Pierre Recrozio, and Kendall Frazier come up to the plate. It'll be 7-8-9 now for this team in black and blue. And Valerie Pedersen now will see if she can do what Robbie Van could do in the top half of the frame and work a clean slate. We'll see if she can here in just a moment. Already has 2 strikeouts on the ball game. First pitch to Jamerson. Beats it low for a ball, 1-0. Now here comes Jamerson. Excuse me, former Sweetbriar College Vixen, now Barton College product for Division II school. For 1-0. Takes it down and in once more, makes it 2-0. Jamerson, one of the few Virginia natives this season. Phoenix City Collegiate League. She comes up now. Seventh on the team in batting or OPS this year. Hits it hard, third base side. On a hop, Branham's got it. Throws it to first. In time, out number 1. Brings up Recrozio. So now the second baseman comes up for the first time here on the evening. A kind of, I'll call it a game-saving play. The pick at second that she made on Kelly DeLauder to keep any runs from coming in and get the final out at the top of the second. It would have been a chance to score 2. He's able to make the diving pick. Keep this at a draw. 1 apiece. Comes up now for the first time as you'll see this one high for ball 1. Recrozio now steps in. Left-handed hitting middle infielder, primarily second baseman. 1-0 hits it softly. Shortstop side. Reed's got it in plenty of time to first. That'll be out number 2. Back-to-back groundouts, puts 2 away, and it brings up Kendall Frazier, the DP, still with her fingers taped. As she'll hit now for the first time on the evening. But once again, starting to set here a little bit more over on that third base side. You can see the shadows forming from that third base dugout from our box here. This one's fouled off to make it 0-1 as Frazier with that middle and pointer finger both taped together. She's had this for the last couple of days. I don't know what happened to get to this point that it's on her throwing hand as well. She played a game behind the plate with those fingers taped. She's tried to get as many at-bats in as possible. To say she's a trooper is putting it lightly. 0-1 is fouled off, makes it 0-2. She took part in Portal Day a couple of days ago. I don't know if maybe that's where the accident occurred, that she got her fingers done. I don't know what happened. She'll try and fist bump the umpire, who looks down and goes, oops, my bad. 0-2 the count, 2 outs, nobody on. Frazier trying to see if she can get some 2-out lightning go. Amanda Ray Leach would hit next. 0-2. Takes it high, will not chase, makes it 1-2. Frazier, the usual catcher of this Reign squad, alongside like Lozer and Boudreaux. That's been once again here. First time here on the evening. We'll see the 1-2. Just a tad too far inside. Pedersen thought she might have got her. 2-2. Frazier 6th on the team in OPS this season so far, just above Lauren Jamerson. Just shy of an 800 OPS. 16 average. Takes it high once more, makes it 3-2. 480 on base percentage for her. She has yet to record an extra base hit, but she's been hit by a pitch at least 5 times this season. She works the count full after going down 0-2. 3-2 hit softly, right field side, in foul ground. No one can get to it. It'll fall in. A hit for Frazier. Cantrell wasn't going to be able to track it down. Farrow was too deep and right. Espadia came racing in but could not get to it. And Frazier just gets it off the end of the bat to put a runner on with 2 outs, and it brings up Amanda Ray Leach. So now Leach comes up to the plate. A 2-run homer for her this season. And Hole here steps to the plate. Tong will come up next. First pitch swings at it to go down 0-1. So now the Newton, Mississippi native, starting pitcher, who now moves to the DP spot as Robbie Van comes in for her in relief. The 0-1. Takes it for a strike, 0-2. Frazier now at first after the 2-out single. Leach trying to see if he can keep it going here. 0-2. Takes it down in the dirt, makes it 1-2. Frazier dancing at first. He has 4 stolen bases this year for the catcher. Just north of the 700 OPS. 1-2. Swung on, she went around, called strike 3, and that will end the inning. Top of the 3rd inning we will go. Still 1-1 your score here through 2. 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner does get left stranded. No one comes in to score. So the top half of the frame. We'll see if Robbie Van will go another inning. She will indeed. Here from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Can the Red Bats bring back their lead? The rain hold them down for another frame. We'll find out here in just a moment. Here for the Scenic City Collegiate League on night 10.5. We're going to call it so. It's the makeup from the rain out. We'll be back in just a moment to the top of the 3rd inning. Top of the 3rd inning we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up now for this Red Bat squad. First pitch from Robbie Van is fouled off to Yasmin Burrell to make it 0-1. Couple changes here now for the Smoky Mountain Rain. New right fielder, it's Kaylin Boudreau. Jordan Tong said I had enough. I'm going back to third base. She steps in now at the hot corner once more. Deal 1 to Burrell, taken high for a ball, makes it 1-1. So Boudreau now moves from behind the plate out to right. Closer will take up the battery duties as she moves in from short. Recrozio moves over to shortstop. Manda Ray Leach now heads out to second base. Tong now moves into third. Shreve will head to the spot. This one's out and away, makes it 2-1. So the entire infield not named Madeline Hall has changed. We have a new right fielder. Center and left stay the same. Robbie Van is still pitching. Now Tong at third, Recrozio at short, Manda Ray Leach at second, and Loser behind the plate. Boudreau now out and right. That poor girl's going to have to deal with the sun once more. This one's taken for a strike, makes it 2-2. Burrell has struck out swinging once today. She comes up now for the 2nd time, facing Robbie Van for her first time. 2-2, chops it, third base line. Tong has it, roll up her arm and into left field. Burrell's got a hit. She'll stay at first as she thought she was running it out. Didn't see that her ball rolled away from Tong into left field. She'll reach now for the first time on the evening, and it brings up KK Hagan. Hagan takes the first pitch out and away, makes it 1-0. So will be labeled as an error. So for poor Yasmin Burrell, she's reached by the error, but still. It'll now bring up KK Hagan, 4th on the team in OPS this season, as this one's called a strike, makes it 1-1. She singled her last time up, got the second, but could not score. 286 average, a 423 on base percentage, 995 OPS. Chops it, shortstop side. Recrozio's got it, goes to second for 1. Leach will not be able to make the relay back to first, but it will be one away on the fielder's choice. 6-4 fielder's choice allows for Hagan to reach. And now it brings up Emily Farrow. She reached on an error her last time up. She'll come up now for the 2nd time. sixth this season in OPS, and she'll take this one low for a strike, makes it 0-1. A 921 for her, a 450 on base percentage, 353 batting average for her. Only one RBI, 2 doubles to her name, though. One stays just inside, makes it 1-1. She has 3 walks and 1 strikeout. The only time she struck out this season was against Olivia Laney. I think it's pretty much made everyone a strikeout victim of herself. Now the 1-1. Fouls it off, makes it 1-2. Hagen at first, decent speed here on the base paths. Farrell looking to get on officially for the first time after reaching on an error. The 1-2. Takes it inside, not able to frame it. Lows her 2-2. Media will come up next, the second baseman. Farrow, the Kennesaw State commit, the Georgia Highlands College product, the teammate of Espadilla. Sees the 2-2. Drives it hard, left field side. Jamerson's there for the line out. It'll be out number 2. And it brings up Espadilla, who flew out to center her last time. 2 down, runner at first. It brings up the second baseman with a 967 OPS. She's 5th on the team this year, just behind Hagen. 429 average for her. She'll take this one on the other half for a strike, 0-1. 429 on base percentage. She has 5 average this year. 10 hits, 10 runs, 7 RBIs, 4 doubles for her. She has struck out a singular time. Drives this one hard, deep out the left center field. The Redbats have retaken the lead. Gia Espadilla dead center. First home run of the season for Espadilla. She takes her dead center field. 3-1 now your score. The Redbats finally able to bring some runs home after that first inning where Corson was able to manufacture it. They've left runners on twice now. They're finally able to bring someone home. It comes with 2 outs. And a 3-1 lead for the Redbats. They retake their lead. Now Kaylee Branham steps to the plate for the second time here today. First time she came up, she singled to right on that pop fly that Jordan Tong couldn't track down. Drops this one hard down the line. It's just foul. 1-1. Thomas Santiago down that third base line was trying to get it fair. Home plate umpire calls it foul. It just bounced over that third base bag. And for her second hit of the night. .250 average for her on the season. 1-1. Drives it now down the left field line in foul ground. Jamerson will not get to it. It'll be 1-2. Branham with that almost lumberjack type of swing. She's got a lot of pop to the bat. You just got to give her one to hit. 2 runs on the season for her. No extra base hits yet, though. Next pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that will end the inning. They bring in 2, though. 1 hit, 1 error. No one gets left stranded. 3 come in for the Redbats. Excuse me, it was 2. It's 3-1, I should say. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Redbats retake the lead, 3-1. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the third inning we go. 3-1 now your score. The Redbats have retaken their lead. Wow, defensive change here for this Red Bat squad. It's only one. Delana Brown now steps in to right field for Emily Farrow. I believe Farrow's going to get warmed up here now to try and go in and relieve Valerie Pedersen here whenever she is needed. But now it brings up the top half of the order for the Reign. It'll be Jordan Tong who went down swinging her first time up. The Red Bats now find themselves ahead 3-1. First pitch stays outside. First ball that Jordan Tong has seen makes it 1-0. So now the originally right fielder hitting leadoff here on the evening. The now third baseman steps in for the second time. 0 for 1 is she. Takes it outside once more, makes it 2-0. Tong, who leads the team in OPS currently on the season. Second in home runs, just behind Ali Shreve. She has hammered the cover off the ball. This one stays high, makes it 3-0. 1,600 OPS for her, 542 average, 607 on base percentage entering in, 13 RBIs, 3 homers, 2 doubles. She has walked double the amount of times she struck out. She'll foul this one off, makes it 3-1. 4 walks, only 2 strikeouts. 1,000 slugging percentage on the dot. Loser would come up next, the second highest OPS on the team as well. 1,300 for her entering in. Second triple of the season, ties her with Mallory Corson. 3-1 from Pedersen. Stays a tad too far outside. Puts a runner on with nobody out on the leadoff walk. So now Jordan Tong reaches for the first time here tonight, puts a runner on with nobody out, and it brings up the dangerous Abigail Loser, who tripled and scored in that bottom of the first inning when she put one down the right field line that she was just able to fly into third on. Came home on the RBI single from Boudreaux. She now has a runner on with nobody out. First pitch to her is a strike, 0-1. For Loser, the JUCO product from Lewisburg College, the super utility player, has mostly played middle infield and catcher. 480 average for her, a 517 on base percentage. Takes the next one for a strike, 0-2. She has no homers she has, 1 homer this season. 3 doubles, 2 triples now. 9 RBIs to her this season. 0-2. Stays high, makes it 1-2. Now 9 runs on the season for her, looking to see if she can maybe get RBI number 10 possibly. Runner at first, nobody out. Next pitch stays outside, could not get her to chase, 2-2. Tong reaches with a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the third inning. Red Bats find themselves ahead again. 2-run shot by Espadia to center. Given Red Bats team their second lead of the night. Now Loser hits it second base side. Speaking of Espadia, it bounces off the lip of the infield. It'll get into right field. Second and first, still nobody out. Second hit of the ball game for Loser. Espadia tried to make the dive. It bounces off that right lip of the infield. The grass and dirt meet, and now it brings up Boudreaux, who already has an RBI single tonight. Still nobody out. First pitch takes it for a strike, 0-1. Boudreaux, who started out behind the plate, the now right fielder. 280 average for her, just north of a 300 on base percentage. 68 OPS. Went down low, makes it 1-1. Centering into the contest again, of course. 3 RBIs now in the season, 2 doubles for her. The 1-1. Takes it high once more, makes it 2-1. Adam Hall would come up next. She walked her last time up back in that first inning. Left stranded at first. Boudreaux was left stranded at second after the walk. 2-1 now the count, nobody out. Runners at second and first. Pedersen delivers. Boudreaux fouls it off. It's now 2-2. Steps in the utility player, the primarily outfielder catcher duo. Tong at second, Loser at first. 2-2. Hits it hard, right back up the middle, into center field, another base knock. Tonga's going to hold up at third. Bases loaded, still nobody out. Back-to-back knocks for the Reign. They threaten once more. A walk and back-to-back singles. Now brings up the dangerous Madeline Hall. Fourth on the team in OPS, just north of 1,000. The 292 average for her. 8 RBIs on the season, 2 doubles and 2 homers. A chance for the third Grand Slam this season. Scenic City Collegiate League sees it high for ball 1. 79 on-base percentage. 9 runs, 8 RBI, 2 doubles, 2 homers. The 1-0. Takes it up in the upper zone for 1-1. Walked 4 times, struck out 4 times. Singled earlier in this match, or walked earlier in this matchup, was left stranded at first in the first inning. The 1-1. Takes it a tad too far outside, makes it 2-1. Johnny Patterson would come up next. She struck out swinging her last time on 3 straight pitches. Tong at third, Lozer at second. You put one in the outfield, that easily scores 2. Boudreaux at first. Trying to see if they can retime this ball game. This one's called a strike, makes it 2-2. After the Red Bats made it 1-0 in the top of the first, Reign brought it right back with a Lozer triple and a Boudreaux single to make it 1-1. 2-run shot by Espedia to center has given the Red Bats the lead again at 3-1. The bases loaded and nobody out for the Reign. The 2-2. Taken just a tad too low. Full count. The Lauder tried to pull the frame. Trying to help her Siena teammate on the mound. Hall steps in once more. Full count, bases full. 3-2. Fouls it off, stays alive. All Mississippi Christian product stepping back in for this Reign squad. Louisiana native, the former Pineville Rebel. 3-2 the count, bases loaded, nobody out. The next pitch, fouls it off again, will not go down without a fight. Was able to work that clean second frame, has now walked and gave up back-to-back singles. Trying to hold on to this 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. Sun continuing to set. Shadow making its way out into right field here now. No breeze, the 3-2. Hits it first base side, gets through and into right field. It'll be a base knock. Here comes Lozer as well. The throw will not be in time. It's cut off. 3-3 now your score. Still nobody out. Three to three now your score. 3 straight singles. Runners now at second and first. We'll see if Pedersen will stick it through or see Emily Farrow here in just a moment. Sit at a draw once more, and it brings up Patterson. Will come through with yet another base knock. RBI number 9 and 10 for her. Bottom of the third inning, we sit. Conversation here on the mound with Tommy Santiago. Trying to kind of will this Red Bat squad and holding it down here still. No outs still on the board. We sit at a 3-3 draw once again. A walk and 3 straight singles has brought in 2 runs. The Reign have tied it again. And it brings up Patterson for the second time after striking out her first time up. 5th on the team in OPS this season, 854 for her. 318 hit over the 444 on base. She comes up with second and first and nobody out. First pitch bounces at her, makes it 1-0. Boudreau at second once again. Hall at first, this time with nobody out instead of one away when Patterson came up and struck out on 3 straight strikes. 6 runs for her. No RBIs just yet. This one taken for a strike makes it 1-1. She has 2 doubles on the season, 6 stolen bases. Next pitch out away makes it 2-1. Looking for her first RBI of the season. She's been primarily the leadoff or 9-hole hitter for this Reign squad. That's been mostly the reason why. She hasn't just gotten many RBI opportunities. She scored a bunch. She swiped bags a bunch. 2-1 stays high, makes it 3-1. Dangerous Allie Shreve would come up next. She's done this before where she's given the Reign the lead on a home run previously. Patterson trying to see if she can maybe do it herself or at least load them up again. Still nobody out as we sit at a 3-3 draw. 3-1 from Patterson. Fouls it off, makes it a full count. Patterson versus Patterson once again. The Stetson Mad Hatter at the plate. The Siena U product on the mound. Division I schools stepping across from one another for the second time here on the evening. Sun seems to set down behind us as the temps start to cool. The 3-2 stays high. Ball 4. Base is now loaded. Still nobody out. So now the base is full for Allie Shreve. The 3rd highest OPS, the team leader in homers, 4 on the season, 9 RBIs already for her this year. Just shy of a 1,200 OPS. First pitch swinging, skies it foul, 0-1. She flew out to center her first time up as the Ohio native comes in once more. 308 average, 379 OPS or on base percentage, but that 808 slugging. Double and 4 homers for her. 0-1 chops it, third base side. Boudreau's got on a hop. Goes to home with it in time. Smart play by Branham to get the runner at home. 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd. Makes the right decision, comes home with it to cut down the runner at the plate to keep it at a tie ball game. 1 down now in the frame. The base is still loaded. It brings up Lauren Jamerson. First pitch to her, hit back to the mound. Pedersen goes to the plate with it 1. DeLauder back to first, not in time. Another fielder's choice does put 2 on the board. The bases stay loaded. Another fielder's choice to home. And now it brings up Dia Recrozia, who grounded out to short her last time. Patterson just trying to keep the damage down. Loaded the bases, gave up 2 runs, had nobody out, has gotten back-to-back fielder's choice groundouts. First pitch stays down and away for ball 1. And as the temperatures start to cool here in the air, not so much on the ball field. We sit at a 3-3 draw once more. We've had some really competitive ball games between these 2 sides this year already. The 1-0. Hits it hard, foul down the left field line as a skip off the top of the dugout. Kendall Frazier would come up next. She singled to shallow right her last time. Crozio can find a way to get on. If she does, she's going to bring home a run. Patterson at 3rd, Shreve at 2nd. Jamerson at 1st. Decent speed here on the paths for the Reign. 1-1 hits it softly, second base side, picked up by Espedia, throws the first in time. They get out of a bases loaded, nobody out, jam. They do give up 2 runs, but we go to the top of the 4th. You'll take it where you can get it. We sit at a 3-3 draw. 3 hits, 2 walks, no errors. 2 runs do come in. They leave the bases loaded with nobody out. And we go to the top of the fourth. Rain will come back out and see if they can limit the Red Bats. Red Bats going to see if they can retake their lead for the third time here this evening. We go to the top of the fourth. From Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball here on night 10.5, or makeup for the rain out back on the 23rd. We'll be back in just a moment. These two teams continue to battle it out. Top of the fourth inning we go. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We sit at a 3-3 draw. Red Bats and Rain continue to battle it out. The Rain respond with two of their own after the two-run shot by Espedia in the top half of the third. It'll bring up the bottom half of the order. Cantrell and the top of the lineup will come up next. So Savannah Cantrell, who singled her last time, will come up. Corson and Reed will follow her. She'll face Robbie Van for the second time. Foul off the first pitch to go down 0-1 in the count. First baseman catcher combo. Northeast Alabama product. JUCO member. .286 average for her this season. .444 on base. One down and in first. Strike makes it 0-2. .730 OPS for her this year. Has yet to record an RBI yet. No extra base hits, but this one bounces in the dirt, makes it 1-2. Found her ways to get on, though. She walked twice and only struck out a single time. Guess who that was to? Of course, Olivia Laney. But now the 1-2. Hits it down the third base line. Tong's got it, throws to first in plenty of time for out number one. It brings up the top of the order in Corson. She grounded out the third her last time up, where Allie Shreve had to pull off a rifle to first to get her out. She has walked today, scored in that first inning. That was the first run of the ball game after swiping second and third, and then coming home on the loose ball in the legs of Boudreaux. One called a strike, makes it 0-1. Base Van for the second time here on this evening. Set behind us here on the third base side. Boudreaux still got a little bit shining in her eyes. Deal one. Takes it high, makes it 1-1. The right fielder try to deal with some of the sunlight. Has the shades on out there. The lights now flickering on once more. Start to see the sunset down behind the hills. The 1-1. Hits it softly, second base side. It'll be picked up by Robbie Van. Throws to first in time for out number two. She was going to let her roll to Amanda Ray Leach. She says, no. I'm going to take care of this myself. Picked it up and scurried to first to make the throw. And now two down here in the top of the fourth. Brings up Caroline Reed, who's 0 for 2. Now Reed steps in, 0 for 2 on the day. For her first hit, and will sky it. Shortstop side. Jamerson will make the call off in left field. She'll make the grab, and that'll end the inning. Van works a clean top of the fourth. Can the Rain take their first lead of the ball game as we go to the bottom half of the frame? We'll be right back after this quick break. From Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball here on night 10.5. The Rain makeup. We go to battle once more. We'll see if Pedersen goes to work another frame, or if they'll go to Emily Farrow here in just a moment. Kendall Frazier will lead us off here at the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll be right back in just a quick break. Bottom of the fourth inning we go. Still tied at 3 apiece here between the Smoky Mountain Rain and the Red Bats. Need to battle it out here once more. Bottom of the lineup comes up 9, 10, and 1 now for this Rain squad. Fraser, Leach, and Tongue. It'll bring up Emily Farrell on the mound now. She'll come in relief for Valerie Pedersen. New catcher as well. It'll be Yasmin Burrell. First pitch to Fraser. First base side. Cantrell boots it. Trying to dive for it with Espadia. Fraser with yet another knock. Cantrell tried to backhand it. It scoots off her glove. Espadia tried diving for it in the infield. I don't think she would have had a play either way, but she tried the effort nonetheless, and it brings up Leach, who went down swinging her last time. The Will Libio was an error. First pitch down and in for a ball, makes it 1-0. So Farrow now comes in for Pedersen. She goes 3 innings, does give up the 3 runs. Alana Brown still in right field now as this one bounces in the dirt. Frazier takes a couple strides, but will not go. 2-0 now in favor of Leach. Went down swinging her last time up. But now the runner at first, and nobody out. The 2-0. Down and in once more, almost takes out her kneecaps, makes it 3-0. Jordan Tongue would come up next. She walked and scored in that 3rd inning to bring this ball game back to a tie. Stays low, ball 4, 2nd and 1st, still nobody out. Back-to-back base runners reaches again for this Rain squad. Brings up the dangerous Jordan Tongue. Now Tongue with her 13 RBIs on the year. 2 doubles, 3 homers. And takes a big hack at the off speed to go down 0-1. She led off that 3rd inning with a walk, then came home to score. On the bottom of the 4th, next pitch to Farrow, just a tad too low, makes it 1-1. Greensboro College product, Division III school, teammate of Anna Frazier, for those that remember from last season in the playoffs, as this one stays low, makes it 2-1. Started in right field here today, now at 3rd base. Has never played right field that I'm aware of ever in her college career. Got the nod to lead off today. Takes this one for a strike, 2-2. Loser would come up next. 2 for 2 is she with a single and a triple. Trying to see if she can drive in the go-ahead run. The 2-2. Hard hit, foul down the left field line. Farrow trying to see if she can settle in here for the bottom of the 4th inning. Comes in relief of Pedersen. Trying to keep this ball game tied. They have led twice tonight, the Red Bats. Rain still have yet to do so, but they have tied it up both times. She fouls it off, still 2-2. Frazier at 2nd, Leach at 1st after the error in the walk. Still 3-3 your score here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch from Farrow. Takes it just too far inside, 3-2. Farrow sets, delivers the full count. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 away on the high heat. First strikeout for Farrow. She gets her up in the zone. Still 2nd and 1st, but now 1 down, and it brings up the dangerous Loser, already 2 for 2. A triple and a single for her. She has scored both times she's reached. This one stays in the zone for a strike, 0-1. She was the first run for the Rain back in the 1st. She was the tying run again in the 3rd. Now seeing if she can give the go-ahead run to this Rain squad. She'll take a strike to make it 0-2. Frazier continued to dance off that 2nd base bag. Now Loser, the JUCO product. 0-2 from Farrow. Hits it hard. Shortstop side. Gets into left field. A base knock. They're going to hold up Frazier. Base is now loaded. Now as with one away. Loser, her third hit of the evening. And now the bases are full with still one out. And it brings up Kayla Boudreau, who's already done this once tonight. Boudreau has singled twice. She has scored the tying run both times. First pitch to her. Skies it. Center field. Underneath it will be Corson. We'll see if Frazier goes. Corson's got it. Here comes Frazier. Throw to the plate. Not in time. The Reign take the lead. Runners will not go in Leach and Loser. 4-3 now your score. Frazier got a great jump off of third. Another RBI for Boudreau. And now 2 outs in the frame. The Reign take the lead for the first time here this evening. First pitch to Hall. Takes it down and away for ball 1. Hall has singled and walked here today as well. She's been left stranded both times. She got left at first back in the first inning. She got cut down on fielder's choice in the third. 1-0. Skies it. Center field once more. Corson's going to make the call off. She'll make her way almost into the infield to make the grab. They'll get out of the inning, but not before the Reign take their first lead of the ball game. 1 run comes in, 1 error, 1 hit, 1 walk. 2 runners get left stranded. We'll be right back after this quick break at Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee at Janet Tate Stadium here in Scenic City Collegiate League. Go to the top of the 5th. 4-3 now your score. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 5th inning we go. 4-3 now your score. The Reign lead over the Red Bats. Kelly Lauder, 3, 4, and 5 will come up now for this Red Bat squad. They'll have to deal with Shelby Buffington if this one stays high to make it 1-0. Couple changes defensively here. We'll get to that here in just a moment. I will tell you in advance, Ava Barnes is now at first base. Kendall Frazier is now behind the plate. Loser now moves from behind the plate to short. Recrozio now moves into left field. Jamerson will still hit. It'll be a big swing and a miss now from DeLauder to make it 1-1 as Buffington comes in for Robbie Van. Van goes through 3. It now brings in Buffington to the mound. Everybody else, I believe, will stay the same here. We'll get to that in a moment here. Of course, Ali Shreve, now in right field. This stays high, makes it 2-1. So, again, Barnes now at first. She comes in for Hall. Hall will move to the DP position. Shreve now moves into right field. Boudreau will also DP. As Frazier now steps in behind the plate, the 2-1 stays high, makes it 3-1. Recrozio now moves into left field. Loser moves from behind the plate now out to shortstop. That is the changes that we have at the moment. Boudreaux will hit. Or excuse me, it'll be Barnes who will hit for Boudreaux in the 3 spot. But now the 3-1 count to Callie DeLauder. Takes it high, ball 4. She'll reach for the second time here today, this time via the walk. And now runner on with nobody out for Yasmin Burrell. So nobody out, runner on. After DeLauder takes the first walk against Shelby Buffington, who comes in now for Robbie Van. She will work it through 3 innings. Only gives up 2 runs. And now with the rain lead, Buffington going to see if she can try and work this one through. Sit here in the top of the 5th inning. She walked her first batter, now faces Burrell for the first time here this evening. First pitch out and away, ball 1. Kendall Frazier now again behind the plate. She still has those fingers taped. She said, nah, put me in the field. I want to play. She gets her wish. Burrell 0 for 2 technically on the day. She's reached on an error and struck out swinging. She's the 1-0. It's it foul, now 1-1. Callie DeLauder was on the move. So now the catcher, the DP now at first. DeLauder and Burrell, those two just switch positions essentially. Sun now completely setting here behind us on the left side of your screen, behind the third base side. You can see the sunset starting to come through. The 1-1 takes it for a strike, 1-2. Cotton Candy set up out there, out towards left center a little bit on your screens, I hope. Beautiful evening here in northern Chattanooga. 1-2 to Burrell. Takes it away. Frazier has to get away from her glove and allow Callie DeLauder to get to second. 2-2 now the count, and a runner in scoring position. Still nobody out. Still a passed ball there as Frazier trying to stab at it. Instead, just kind of flings it to the backstop on accident. Makes it 2-2. And still nobody out for Burrell. Hagan will hit next, the 2-2. Hits it softly, shortstop side. DeLauder's going to stay, picked up by Loser to first in time, out number 1. Now it brings up KK Hagan. He's reached on a fielder's choice in a single here today. Now a chance here to maybe bring in DeLauder and tie this ball game up again. Reign have their first lead of the night on the sacrifice fly. First pitch to Hagan is a strike, 0-1. Buffington now trying to work through her first inning. She walks DeLauder, is able to at least get Burrell out on the ground out. She comes down in relief of Robbie Van. But now the Jacksonville U product with the plate, teammate of Mason Burkhart and Tatum McCole of the Smokies. This stays low, makes it 1-1. Primarily third baseman, today's left fielder. First time we've seen her in the outfield this season. Three doubles this year, a home run for her. Takes this one just high, now 2-1. Middleburg Bronco steps in once again, the rising sophomore. Callie DeLauder at second, 1 away. Red Bats trying to retie ball this ball game. Hits it right back up the middle. Patterson has it bounce in front of her. She can't keep it in her glove. It'll be runners at the corners with still 1 away. Hagan on for the second time here on the hit. And now it brings up Delana Brown. So Brown will hit for Farrow. Time called now as Frazier will go chat with Buffington, who has been one of the best pitchers for the Reign this season, not named Olivia Laney when she got the chance to pitch. Buffington has been the mainstay pretty much in this staff for the Reign this season. The Chattanooga State product, the rising junior. Started her collegiate career at the University of North Texas. She'll face now the rising freshman in Delana Brown. University of Louisiana commit, the NAIA school. She comes up for the first time here this evening. Third and first, one out. Brown will face Buffington for the first time tonight. First pitch taken. Runner goes. Will be picked out, though, by Buffington, so Hagan able to swipe the bag. Want to know the count. Hagan with a stolen base. Now runners in scoring position. The tying and go-ahead run. At third and second, Hagan can run. Next one stays low, makes it 2-0. Gia Espadia would come up next. That's probably who you want to see right now if you're the Red Bats. She already has a 2-run shot to center already today. She's been one of the more consistent bats for this team in red and black. Brown, though, trying to play hero herself. The 2-0. Takes it high. 3-0. An uncharacteristically shaky start here for Buffington. The Lauder at third after the lot. Hagan at second after the single and stolen base. Brown, a 3-0 count in her favor, one away. The next pitch. Swung on and missed to the high heat, 3-1. 4-3 your score. Rain lead for the first time here tonight in the bottom of the fourth. We sit now in the top of the fifth. Red Bats trying to either retie it or retake the lead for the third time. Hits it softly, second base side. Leach is going to have to go to first with it. She pumps it, but able to make the throw. The run comes in. We sit at a 4-4 tie. So a run does come in. It brings home the Lauder. Leach tried to look towards home, but knew that she wasn't going to get her. Hagan now moves to third. And now Espadia with a chance to give the Red Bats the lead again. She's done it once tonight on the 2-run shot to center. First pitch swinging, fouls it off 0-1. Espadia, who took part in the Chattanooga Chill versus Atlanta Smoke Pro Series, for those that were able to tune in, check that out. Comes up for the third time today. She flew out to center and is homered to dead center already today. The 0-1. Takes it high, makes it 1-1. We sit at a draw once more, 4-4. It's always the primetime games, isn't it? Of course it is. What better game to make it happen? Rain and Red Bats continue to battle it out here in the top of the fifth. We sit at a 4-4 draw after the ground out from Brown. The 1-1. Hits it, second base side, throw it into right. The Red Bats retake the lead. Leach with a diving try, could not get there in time. Another hit for Espadia and another lead for the Red Bats. She's done it again. Runner at first, 2 away, 5-4 now your score. The Red Bats take the lead for a third time tonight, and it brings up Kaylee Branham. Branham 1 for 2, a strikeout and a single to her name. She was left stranded third back in the second inning. First pitch from Buffington stays high, ball 1. Badia with her second hit, able to bring home the go-ahead run again. She did it back in the third on the 2-run shot. She does it again here in the fifth. She scores Hagan. Branham now trying to see if she can tack on some more with 2 away. Drives it hard, left center field. Patterson can't get there. She'll pick it off. Here comes Espadia into third. The throw will be not there in time. Branham goes into second on the throw. A hard swing that finds the gap. Second and third with 2 away. Branham with that lumberjack-style swing does it again. She's able to just fling it out there into left center. And now it brings up Savannah Cottrell with runners in scoring position still. 2 outs. Single already for her today. Hits it off the end of the barrel, makes it 0-1. Has no extra base hits so far this season, but she's put some swings on the ball this year. You get one in her wheelhouse, she can put it over the fence. Has runners at second and third with 2 outs. They lead 5-4 over the Rain now. Swings of the outside fastball makes it 0-2. Top of the order would come up next in Corson. She has reached once tonight on the walk, but has grounded out her last 2 times. She was the go-ahead run back in the first inning. 0-2 from Buffington. Hits it softly, shortstop side. Loser's got it, throws to first in time to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Red Bats retake the lead. They do leave 2 runners on. We go to the bottom half of the frame. We'll be right back after this quick break. From Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball. Red Bats retake the lead 5-4. Reign will try and see if they can either draw it up or take the lead again. We've had 4 separate lead changes. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 5th inning we go. 5-4 now your score. The Red Bats have retaken the lead again, but Johnny Patterson now laces this one to right field. This goes all the way to the wall over the head of Brown. She's going to try and turn this into 3. She's going to do so standing as the throw comes in. Picked up by Cantrell. She's going to try and break for the plate. No throw. A Little League homer for Johnny Patterson. And a 5-5 draw. That's one way to redraw up the top or draw up the ball game. Delana Brown tried to play it in right field. It goes over her head. The ball skips away from Espadilla on the relay. It allows for Patterson to come all the way around to score. And now it brings up Allie Shreve, who sinks the first pitch for 0-1. And just like that, we sit at a draw again. 5-5 now. Your score in the bottom of the 5th. And now Shreve skies this one. Deep out there, high in the sky to left field. Underneath it will be the left fielder for out number 1. K.K. Hagan makes the grab, and it brings up Jamerson now with 1 away. One out, nobody on for Jamerson. First pitch, swinging, fouls it off, makes it 0-1. 5-5, we now sit after the, we're going to call it a Little League home run. That's essentially what it was, a triple turned homer. And she's able to spiral the bases. The 0-1 takes it high, 1-1 now for Jamerson. Crozio will hit next. We sit at a draw once more. 1-1. He's outside now, 2-1. Emerson again is 0 for 2 on the night. She has reached in a fielder's choice, but grounded out the third her first time. Left stranded at first, back in the third. One down and in for a strike, 2-2. Lone Virginia native. Rising redshirt senior at Barton College next year. The Division II school. She's the 2-2. Chops it foul, staying alive. She was one of the few players like the base hit with the Chattanooga Chill against that Atlanta Smoke Squad in that professional series, for those, again, who were able to check that out, where she singled one right back up the middle. Now comes up and sees the 2-2. Takes it for called strike 3, 2 away in the inning. Second strikeout for Farrow. 2 down now here in the frame. Bottom of 5, tied at 5. Brings up Recrozio, who's grounded out short second tonight. Chance for her to possibly get on now for this Rain squad has yet to do so far. Lays down a bunt. It's called foul. It is a dead ball at home. Home plate umpire called it dead. There's a 269 hitter entering into the game, 296 on base. 7 RBIs go for her on the season, 6 runs. 3 stolen bases so far for her. 0-1. Takes it for a strike, going 2 to the left-handed hitter. Started out at second base, moved to short, now in left field. Division 1 product sees Yo2. Hits it third base side, foul, staying alive. This last one down that third base line and get it to the left. 2-out Lightning here after Patterson inside the Parker, essentially. The new league home run on the triple, then missed relay throw, able to bring her in. Yo2 hits it second base side. Espadia's got it, throws to first in plenty of time, out number 3. We go to the top of the 6th. A run does come in. 1 hit, 1 error, no one gets left stranded. We sit at a draw again. 5-5 through the bottom of 5. We go to the top of the 6th. Buffington will go to work once more. Top of the order will come up next for the Red Bats. We'll be right back after this quick break. From Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Phoenix City Collegiate League Softball. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 6th we go. 5-5. Now your score. We sit at a draw again. 4th time we are now sitting at a tie. Bring it to the top of the order of the Red Bats. Buffington will face off against Corson, Reed, and DeLauder. Corson 0 for 2, a walk the first run of the ball game on the pass ball that got away from Boudreau, the plate, who couldn't find it. Now sits on the bench as the DP currently. She is still hitting obviously, but still, as we come off Corson now looking to get on for a hit for the first time here tonight. She'll face Buffington for the first time. Joe's bunt, pulls it back, called a strike, going line. Corson steps in. Buffington faces her for the first time, swings and fouls it off. The running swing makes it 0-2 for the slap hitting center fielder. Once again, for this Red Bat squad, it was primarily to start the year Tatum Fiddick, who has been doing the leading off. Injury in her tour of Memphis U, where she is now committed, that kept her out of the lineup. Corson now comes up, the rising sophomore from Gaston College, Denver, North Carolina native. 0-2 stays high, almost took off her bucket, makes it 1-2. The Denver, North Carolina native, the former Lincoln Charter Eagle. 40 runs scored this past season, 32 stolen bases. The 1-2 hits it right back up the middle, off the shins of Buffington. It ends up in foul ground. It will be a hit for Corson, and Buffington limps over to the dugout. That one got her square. Call the play dead for the moment here, so it will be a hit for Corson. That one clipped. I don't want to say clipped. That one got her right on the legs. That one caught her right on that left leg, where you can see she has that ankle brace. Runner will reach. you're the Reign, you really don't want to lose Buffington. She's just trying to walk this one off. Top of the sixth we sit, still tied at 5 apiece. Buffington just trying to walk that one off. That one was a stinger right back at her. Corson got a good hard piece of that one, launched it right back at her ankle. Could not get out of the way. There was no way for her to get in position for that one. Buffington will take a second here to at least get a couple off, make sure she's okay. It was off of what I think was that left leg. Chattanooga State product comes up and doesn't come up and hurl one, so. Caroline Reed would come up next. She's 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts, 2 of them to left, 1 of them to center. Buffington now just trying to get settled back in after taking the line drive off the shin. We sit at a draw once more here in the top of the sixth. The Redbats took the early lead on the 1-0 score after Corson came home on Bro lost one in her pads that kicked to the backstop. The Reign then came back and scored one of their own on the triple by Lozer and the single by Boudreau. 2 runs came in on the Espadia 2-run homer. The Reign then came back with 2 of their own, third on the 2-run single by Boudreau again. The Redbats then found one. The Reign found one in the 4th. The Redbats found 2 in the 5th, and the Reign did so right back in the bottom half of the frame. We now have a runner on with nobody out as Caroline Reed sees the first pitch from Buffington. Corson's on the go. Throw down, not in time. It ends up in center field. She'll get in with a stolen base. Corson with yet another stolen bag. And now runner in scoring position yet again. Last time we saw this, he came around and scored. Deal 1. Hits it third base side. Down the line. That's a foul ball. The home plate umpire almost called it fair. It stays down the line foul. Would have been the first hit of the night for Reed. She thought she might have had it. It would have easily scored Corson. But now 0-2 the count. Still nobody out. Runner at scoring position. Reed for her first hit of the evening. DeLauder follows her up. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. She came home and scored in that 5th inning. This one stays high. Now here comes Corson. She's going to get into third base standing. Frazier was trying to hold on to it. She breaks for third and gets in on a stand. And now a runner at third with nobody out for Reed. Fourth stolen base already tonight for Corson. The 1-2. Third base side, get through it into left. The Redbats take the lead again. Reed with an RBI single. She does it again. And the Redbats do it once more. The 4th time they have taken the lead tonight. It comes to Caroline Reed, who laces one down the third base line, and it brings up Callie DeLauder. First pitch from Buffington stays high, 1-0. DeLauder again, 1 for 2, a walk and a single for her. She was left stranded back in the 1st inning, but came around and scored the tying run in the 5th. It was followed up by Hagan, who was the go-ahead run. We now sit at a 6-5 score. This one taken for a strike, 1-1. Lauder looking to see if he can maybe tack on some insurance run. Yasmin Burrell would come up next. He's 0 for 3. Lauder, the best hitter statistically for this Redbat squad. She's shown it time and time again as this one stays outside 2-1 for the New York native. Sienna U product. Hyde Park, New York native. Hyde Jr. sees the 2-1. Takes it high, 3-1. Reed at first after the RBI single has given the Redbats the lead for the 4th time tonight. still nobody out. 3-1. Taken for a strike, 3-2. No green light for DeLauder. See what Buffington tries to offer her here. Again, Burrell would hit next. Reed at first, still nobody out for the dangerous Callie DeLauder. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. One away. Buffington gets down DeLauder. And it brings up Burrell. With one down and a runner on for the now catcher who started the DP. Burrell, the Silver Springs, Maryland native, takes a big hack at the first pitch to go down 0-1. Well, the Coppin State product, the former St. John's College High School cadet. Sophomore. Sees the 0-1. Out and away, ball 1. Reed at first after the RBI single has given the Red Bats the lead. One away as DeLauder goes down swinging. Corson, the go-ahead run for the second time tonight. One skies it out to right center field. This ball falls in for a hit. Burrell able to land one down. Second and first, one away. First hit of the night for Burrell. Gets it to just land out there between right and center. One down, runners at second and first, and it brings up the dangerous KK Hagan. 2 singles for her already on the night. She was the go-ahead run back in the 5th. He now comes up with runners in scoring position. First pitch to her is outside, ball 1. Kaylin Hagan, who goes by KK. Former weightlifting state champion back in high school. She's a 1-0. Hits it, third base side. Tong's got it. Looks to second, will not make the play. Throw to first, goes into right field. Here comes Reed. She'll score. Burrell's going to get her to the third. 7-5 now your score. Runners at second and third. Still only 1 out. Tong tried to check the runner and instead throws it away. Reed comes home to score. Now 1 out, and it brings up Brown for the second time. She scored the go-ahead run back in the 5th. She'll take this one for a strike, 0-1. Excuse me, she scored the tying run on the ground out her last time when she brought home DeLauder on the ground out to second. She now has runners at second and third again. Once more, 1 away. This one stays high, makes it 1-1. So deja vu for Brown. This time, though, she has the lead in her favor. Last time she was down. 7-5 now your score. 1-1 taken for a strike, makes it 1-2. Red Bats trying to end the losing streak. They have lost 4 in a row. And trying to retain their winning streak. Buffington sets the 1-2. Fouls it off, staying alive. Connor Brown, again, the rising freshman head to Xavier U of Louisiana from the Chattanooga area, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish high school product. Basketball and volleyball player headed off to Xavier U. First softball. Fouls it off again, stays alive. The mid hitter in volleyball and the forward for basketball. Over an 1,100 OPS between her junior and senior years of high school. Buffington sets the 1-2. Stays high with it, can't get her to chase. 2-2. Spadia would come up next, 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer and an RBI single. 3 RBIs on the night. All 3 of those RBIs have been the go-ahead runs. 4 separate times the Red Bats have led. 4 separate times the Reign have either redrawn it up or have taken the lead. They've done so once tonight. They've drawn it up every other time after that. Still 2-2 after Brown fouls it off. Right now, you're just trying to hopefully get Brown down and maybe see if you can get Espadia to get out for the second time tonight. Burrell at third. Hagan at second. 2-2 stays high. Full count now to Delana Brown. The Red Bats here a chance to maybe get some insurance runs. They lead by 2. Three-two stays away, walks the batter. That'll be bases loaded. Only one out. And it brings up Gracie Espadia. I'm called here. Buffington now trying to work through it. I think that's going to end her night. Robbie Van will come back out once more. Tough time for Shelby Buffington. Not really anything she did, just unfortunately, she took that line drive off the ankle to start this inning off, where Corson then came around to score. Robbie Van will come back out again. She had 3 innings of work before Buffington relieved her. She'll go to work once more now to try and work out of this 6th frame. One down, bases loaded, brings up Espadia. She'll face off against Robbie Van for the 2nd time here tonight. When she did back in the 3rd, she took her to straightaway center field for a 2-run shot. Espadia has now technically faced 3 separate pitchers 4 separate times now. She'll see technically a different pitcher. She saw Amanda Ray Leach back in the 1st. She saw Robbie back in the 3rd. She saw Shelby in the 5th. She'll now see Robbie again here in the 6th. So she's technically seen a different pitcher each time. Now comes up with the bases loaded. It's still 1 out. 7-5 your score. The Red Bats lead over the Range. Buffington took that shot off the ankle. Corson then able to come around and score on the single from Reed. Burrell singled. Hagan able to get on after the error. It brings home Caroline Reed. Burrell now sits at 3rd. Hagan at 2nd. Delana Brown at 1st. Keeps the bases loaded. Georgia Highlands College product at the plate comes up in another clutch situation. 3 RBIs for her tonight. All of them have been the go-ahead runs. Back in the 3rd and back in the 5th. So now the Norcross, Georgia native comes to the plate. The first pitch from Van for a strike, 0-1. Robbie Van comes back in now after throwing 3 innings. In relief of Leach, she comes in and now relieves Shelby Buffington after an inning in 3rd and an uncharacteristic outing for her. Granted, when you take a shot off the ankles, that doesn't help. But now the 0-1. Takes it high, 1-1. Pretty off-speed pitch, just couldn't catch the zone. Kaylee Branham would hit next. She's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Media also 2 for 3, a 2-run shot, her first of the year. Hits it hard, left center field. Did she do it again to the wall? She's done it again! Gracie Espadia, grand slam! (11-5) your score. The Red Bats have hit double digits. Espadia's 2nd home run of the game and a grand slam, the 3rd of the season. And I think that's the loudest you're going to hear the Red Bats dugout this year. Still only 1 out. The Red Bats take a 6-run lead. Espadia takes it to deep left center field. Her 2nd homer of the game. She took a 2-run shot to leftish, or like left center field before. She goes deep again. 2nd time tonight. 2nd time this season. It brings up Branham with 1 away and nobody on. 2 for 3, 2 singles and a strikeout for her. She'll face Robbie Van for the third time. Excuse me. This one stays low to her for ball one. She has singled and struck out to her today. Cantrell would come up next. She has a hit and 3 at-bats. Hits this one now softly over to the shortstop side. Able to make the grab will be Lozer sprinting behind the third base bag for out number 2. Now it brings up Cantrell, 1 for 3. 2 down now in the frame. The Red Bats have hit double digits for the first time in what feels like forever for their offense. They've done it here to give themselves a 6-run lead. And Cantrell fouls off the first pitch to go down 0-1. And it's mostly thanks to Gia Espada. She has now collected 7 of the 11 RBIs tonight for this Red Bats squad. That's not player of the game material. I don't know what is. The 0-1 stays inside for a strike, 0-2. Now Savannah Cantrell comes in once more, the girly Alabama native. Hits this one back up the middle. Got a piece of it with Van. Picked up by Leach. Throw to first, not in time. Cantrell is able to beat it out. Now she's going to try for 2. The throw will not come in. She gets to second base standing. Leach had a hard play to make to try and get her at first. Barnes can't pick it. Runner at second. Still 2 outs. And it brings up Mally Corson, who led us off in all of this. Robbie Van got a piece of it back up the middle. Leach tried to make the throw. It was going to be a bang-bang play. I think she was going to beat it out either way. Throws it away, and it allows for her to reach. As Corson takes strike 1. She started all this off by rocketing a single off the shins of Buffington in the beginning of the inning. Now trying to see if she can get a chance here to even bat around the order again. 6 have come through. Now hits it hard. Left center field. Over the head of Jamerson and all the way to the wall. This is going to score Cantrell. Corson's going to try for 3. The throw comes in. Not in time. Another triple for Corson. In a 12-5 lead. The Red Bat offense is finally awake. She brings home Cantrell. Jamerson playing in shallow left. They've seen her slap that ball all season long to shallow left center field. This time it gets over the head of everybody. And it brings up Reed, who hits this one softly. Left-hand side, foul, 0-1. Corson now with third. She has scored twice tonight. Go-ahead run to start off the inning. The go-ahead run back in the first one she took home on the pass ball of Boudreau. She then scores on the single from Reed. 4 stolen bases for her already tonight. 2 for 4 with a walk, a single, and a triple. Reed now skies this one foul, 0-2. The Water would hit next, given the chance. Robbie Van just trying to get out of the inning. She comes in relief of Buffington, gives up the grand slam to Espada. He's able to get Branham to fly out and gives up the single to Cantrell and now the triple to Corson. The 0-2. Hits it right back up the middle into center field. Another RBI knock for Reed in the frame. 13-5. And still 2 out. And a Red Bat offense that has been primarily known for scoring all their runs in the first half of the ball game has now found 8 here in the 6th. And it brings up the Lauder. And she'll see the first pitch high for ball 1. The Lauder has singled and walked today. She was the tying run back in the 5th. She struck out here to start, or back in the 6th inning. She was the first out of this top of the 6th. There's only 2 now here in this frame. This one stays high again, makes it 2-0. Trying to see if she can keep the offense rolling. Single was left stranded at third back in the first. The 2-0. Takes it for a strike, 2-1. Robbie Van now just trying to settle out. Top half of the 6th. After Buffington given the pull after an inning at third. Robbie Van now just trying to settle into Lauder. Laces this one left field line. Jamerson in the dark trying to make the grab. But diving grab, she's got it! Did she hang on? She did! Lauren Jamerson diving, grabbing foul ground. And that will end the inning. Full extension, full sprint, brings it home. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Eight runs come in. They do leave a runner on. But the Red Bats offense now leads by 7. Excuse me, that's 8. Farrow will come out and try and work this bottom of the sixth. Reign have a lot of room to now make up for. We'll see if they can do it. They've drawn it every single time. Maybe they can work some magic here. We'll see if they got the chance to do so in just a moment. Bottom of the sixth will go. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Phoenix City Collegiate League Softball. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the sixth we go. Reign now down 13-5. 8 runs in the top half of the frame for the Red Bats. They've scored the most runs now this season for themselves here in that top half of the frame. They'll face 9-1 and 2 of this Reign batting lineup to start us off. First pitch to Kendall Frazier is a strike for 0-1. It'll be 9-10 and 1. Frazier has reached twice tonight, once on an error, once on a single. He did score back in that fourth frame. We'll take the next one outside for 1-1. VP now catcher with her fingers still taped together. Took part in Portal Day last Saturday. Takes this one and swings right through the low fastball, makes it 1-2. Leach would come up next, the now second baseman who started off this game on the mound. Frazier steps in once more. Take the next one high, makes it 2-2 for the Division II product at the plate. Longwood, Florida, the former Lyman High School Greyhound, right from Young Harris College. Takes this one high once more, 3-2, works it full. 318 her sophomore year. 3-2. Hard hit, left center field. This one's going to get all the way to the wall. Corsten's going to have to try and get to it. Frazier going into second. The throw's a good one. Not there in time. A double for Frazier. She's able to beat the tag. Runner in scoring position here to start us off in the bottom of the sixth. And it brings up Leach now for the third time today. Corsten got to that ball quickly. The throw came in just on time. Spadia, though, was offline. Spadia not able to apply the tag in time. It brings up now the Newton, Mississippi native to swing for the first pitch to make it 0-1. She has walked and struck out today for Leach, primarily PO. At East Central Community College, gets this one up and out of play, foul, makes it 0-2. Rising redshirt junior, former Newton County Cougar. This one chops it foul, still 0-2. Primarily PO in college. The last year with the Choo-Choos, we saw her hit quite a few times. Obviously, she's hit quite often this year with the Reign as well. We've seen it. 0-2 now, nobody out, runner at second. Next pitch from Emily Farrow. Way out away, gets away from Burrell and allow for Frazier to get into third base standing. She'll take a wide turn but stay put. Foul pitch allows for Frazier now to move to third. Chance now to Leach here to try and drive in a run possibly. 8 runs found in the top of the frame. The Red Bats lead 13-5. Leach fires it right back up the middle. RBI single to center. Leach needs to scurry back in. 13-6 now your score. Get another knock. She almost takes off the head of Farrow. And now it brings up the top of the order. It'll be Tong for the fourth time today. She is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. She scored back in the third. She'll foul off the first pitch to go down 0-1. Against Farrow, she is 0 for 1 with that swinging strikeout back in the fourth inning. Entered into the contest, a 1,600 OPS. Acadia, Ohio native, one of 2 Ohio natives on this Reign squad, sees this one high, 1-1. One of 3 Ohio members here this season. The other one's Maria Horner of the Smokies. 80 games, 69 starts for her over her last 2 years at Greensboro. Takes it high and away, 2-1. Rise Jr. steps in once more. Second team All's Conference this past season. The 2-1. Drives it hard down the right field line. Brown will try and make the grab. She will make the grab for out number 1. Hard line drive down that right field line, but Brown able to find it. Now it brings up Loser 3 for 3, a triple and 2 singles. Drives this one right field side again. Delana Brown underneath it once more. 2 away now in the bottom of the 6th. 2 pitches, 2 flyouts to right. And now it brings up Ava Barnes, who's going to hit for Boudreaux here for the first time tonight. Now Ava Barnes steps in. First pitch taken is a strike, 0-1. Barnes, the Knoxville, Tennessee native from Felicity State Community College. It's one hard foul down the down the first base line. She does have a home run this season. Double to her name as well. 269 on base percentage, trying to see if she can maybe get this inning continued. Runner at first, 2 outs. Reign do respond back by 1. So now swung on and missed, strike 3. And that will end the bottom of the 6th. We go to the top half of the frame. Through 6, 13-6. A run does come in for the Reign. They do leave one stranded on 2 hits. We'll be right back after this quick break. From Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball here on night 10.5 of the night match. Beautiful evening once more here in Northern Chattanooga. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 7th inning we go. 13-6 now your score. The Reign do get one back, but they find themselves now down by 7. An 8-run top of the 6th inning. It brings up Yasmin Burrell, a single for her tonight. She is technically 1 for 4. She has reached twice, once via the error. She Came around and scored in that sixth frame as well on the grand slam from Espadia. Comes up now with nobody on and nobody out for the fifth time here tonight. Face Robbie Van for the third time. First pitch to her gets her right on the kneecap. She'll reach for the third time tonight. This time via the hit by pitch. And now it brings up KK Hagan. 2 for 4 with 2 singles. She has technically reached all 4 times that she has come up to the plate today. She has reached on an error and a fielder's choice as well. She comes up now with a runner on and nobody out and sees it way outside for ball 1. Sun down now here from behind our left-hand side. A little bit longer of a game than we're used to. We've crossed the 2-hour mark. When Tays in the strike zone makes it 1-1. Granted, that happens when you see 19 runs of offense between the two sides. Hagan now comes in, reached on an error her last time back in the 6th. She came around and scored on the Espadia homer as well. 1-1. He's down and in, makes it 2-1. Lana Brown will come up next. She's going to walk her last time, went in to score as well on the Espadia Grand Slam. The 2-1. Takes it outside for a strike, 2-2. Burrell at first, nobody out. Stays left fielder. He's played third base every game this year except for today. Drives this one hard down the left field line. Fair ball to the wall. It'll go. Burrell's going to get into third base. Jamerson trying to run it down. Here comes Burrell. She's going to hold up at third. A double for Hagan on an absolute missile down the left field line. Still nobody out. Hagan just pulled one down the line. That thing was taken off like a missile. And now it brings up Brown for the third time tonight. He's grounded out and walked. As an RBI to her name, it was the tying run of Callie DeLauder back in the 5th. But taken for a strike, 0-1. Graduated high schooler from Notre Dame High School, now headed off to the Xavier U of Louisiana this next season. 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. The now right fielder. Came in substitution of Farrow back in the 3rd. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 away. Van gets the strikeout to put one up on the board. Brings up Espadia once again. 2-homer night for her. She has 7 of the 13 RBIs. Over half their offense has come from number 10. First pitch fouls it off, 0-1. She has been the go-ahead run every single time she has come to the plate, essentially. She gave the insurance runs back in the 6th on the Grand Slam. She was the go-ahead run in the 5th. Or scored the go-ahead run in the 5th, scored the go-ahead runs in the 3rd. She flew out to center her first time. This one stays down the way, 1-1. Branham would come up next. Given the chance here, Burrell at 3rd, KK Hagan at 2nd. Hit by pitch in the double. The 1-1. Guys hit foul once more, 1-2. Right back, trying to end the losing streak. We can get back to 500. Rain now trying to see if they can get this inning minimized. Up to find 7 in the bottom of the frame. Keep themselves above 500. This one stays just too far inside. Robbie Van thought she got her, 2-2. Second base steps in once more. The Georgia Highlands College product. 2-2. Comes in and gets her right on the backside. Base is loaded. That one almost ended up behind her. Now it brings up Branham with the bases loaded and still only 1 out. And just trying to work through this final frame. Get some word of encouragement here from Lozer. One out, base is full. Branham 2 for 4. She'll foul off the first pitch to go down 0-1 on the count. 2 singles for her. She's been left at third and second back in that second frame in the 5th inning as well. She has struck out swinging and flown out to the shortstop closer behind the third base bag her last time back in the 6th. Burrell stands at third once more. Hagan at second. This time it's Espadia at first. Branham comes up now with one away. Deal 1. Take it for a strike, going 2. Trell would come up next. With 2 singles, she was able to get the second and then come around to score in the 6th after the error. Came in on the course and triple. Now Branham hits it, second base side. Leach bobbles it, able to get the handoff though to first. It will spring in another run, but it will be out number 2. 14-6 now your score. Now second and third with 2 outs. Brings up Cantrell. 5th time here tonight. First pitch from Robbie Van. Takes it low, ball 1. All first baseman catcher mix. Alabama Community College product comes to the plate once again. Early Alabama native sees the 1-0. Down the way, makes it 2-0. Left stranded at second back in the 2nd inning. Ground out to third and short. Back in the 6th and came home to score on the course and triple. 2-0 from Van. Swung on and fouls it off. Now 2-1. Hagan at third. Espadia at second. Trying to see if he can tack on a few more. 14-6 now your score. Red Bats find themselves now ahead again. This time by 8. After a back and forth contest, Trell takes it for a strike. 2-2. Game where we saw 4 different times the Red Bats have to try and take the lead. The rain matching them every time. They finally break through in the 6th. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that will end the frame. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. 14-6 your score. 2 runners do get left stranded. 1 comes in though for the Red Bats. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 4, 5, and 6 come up for the rain. We'll have to find 8 to bring this back. We'll be right back after this quick break. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching Phoenix City Collegiate League softball. Here in the nightcap of day 10 and a half. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 7th inning we go. 14-6. The Red Bats have put up the most runs this season so far for themselves. We go to battle here once more. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 4, 5, and 6 come up for the rain. Last chances for them. Hall, Patterson, and Shreve will come up. All 1 for 2 on the night. A walk and a single for her. First pitch is outside for ball 1 from Farrow. She'll try and complete the back half of this ball game. She came in after Pedersen threw the first 3. So look to see if she can complete the back 4. Next pitch hits, second base side. Espadia's got it, throws the first in time, 1 away. Brings up Patterson. She has had a very unique scorecard. She struck out swinging on 3 pitches in the first inning. She walked and was left stranded at third in the 3rd. She then had the Little League homer back in the 5th inning that tied the ball game up at 5. Takes the first pitch down low for 1-0 after it went over the head of Brown in left, or not left, in right. She was able to get into third base. The throw was then through the legs of Espadia on the cutoff. It got all the way to Contrell in the infield. She was able to come in and score. This one's called a strike, makes it 1-1. So it makes her 1 for 2 on the night, including what is essentially a triple plus error, but again, call it the Little League homer. Fouls this off, makes it 1-2 for the Stetson product. Trying to see if we can keep this team alive, the Lawrenceville, Georgia native. The rising sophomore. The 1-2. Way out and away, now makes it 2-2. Shreve would come up next. So 3 on the night as well. 2-2. Taken too high. 3-2. Patterson steps in, 1 away. The 3-2 delivery from Farrow. Drives it straight away, center field. Corson back to the wall. It's overhead and off the wall. Patterson's going to try and turn it into 2. The throw, the good one. In time, she drops it. A double for Patterson. The throw from Corson was on the money. Espadia applied the tag. The ball comes loose. Runner in scoring position with 1 away. It was a beauty of a throw. Just could not keep the ball in the glove with Espadia. As Patterson's knee, I think, knocked it out. Great hit from Patterson. A great throw from Corson. Espadia applied the tag. Couldn't hold on. It brings up Shreve now 0 for 3. First pitch gets her with the off-speed 0-1. It's flown out to left and center. She did reach on a fielder's choice back in the third. Steal 1. Guys it off the end of the barrel, makes it 0-2. Salem U product Division 2 school. Pitcher fielder combo. We've not seen her hit, or not hit. We've not seen her pitch this year in the Scenic City Collegiate League. Bloomingdale, Ohio native, chops third base side. Branner checks the runner, throws it across. It'll be out number 2. Patterson makes it into third base standing. Even if you check her, it won't matter. She's still going to break. Now 2 down in the frame. The last out chance here now for this Reign squad. It's going to be Lauren Jefferson. 0 for 3 on the night. Struck out looking her last time. She has grounded out the third and reached on a fielder's choice technically, but now Virginia native steps back up, the returner for this Reign squad. First pitch she'll see is a strike 0-1. Patterson now at third with 2 out. Rosie will come up next if given the chance, but now Reign down to their final out, down 14-6. Takes this down and away, makes it 1-1. 1-1. Roll once more now, 2-1. Former Briar College Vixen. Now Barton College product steps up to the plate. 2-1. Takes it away once more now, 3-1. Trying to see if he can get on officially for the first time here tonight, the left fielder. With that diving grab and foul ground off of Hallie DeLauder back in the 6th. The 3-1. Off speed, hits it third base side. Brandon with a pick, able to make the throw across in time, and that will end the ball game. And the Red Bats get back in the win column. 14-6 the final. The Red Bats take it here tonight. I'll go ahead and end it out here. Red Bats get back in the win column, now at 5 apiece for both sides. They now sit at a draw at second. Leave the Reign hold the run differential advantage. They will technically hold on to second place, but with that being said, that'll wrap it up here. The Reign fall here tonight. Red Bats back in the win column. So we're back at it again tomorrow morning. 14-6 the final. Gracie Espadia, have yourself a ball game. That'll wrap it up here. Emily Farrell will take the win. Shelby Buffington will take the loss. Farrell comes in relief of Pedersen. She throws 4. So to hold on and keep the win down for this Red Bat squad. Buffington will unfortunately take the loss. She has the runners that are on base that end up coming in to give the Red Bats the lead. Spadia with 7 of the 14 RBIs for this Red Bat squad. That'll round it out here. Again, they'll be back at it tomorrow morning. Currently, as it stands, Smokies will play Reign tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Bandits will play the Red Bats as well. That'll be at 11:30. They'll go back at it on the 27th as well. Smokies will play Bandits. That'll be at 11:30 as well. And the Red Bats and Reign will face off against one another on the 27th. That'll be at 9 a.m. But for tomorrow, it'll be Smokies and Reign, Bandits and Red Bats. Smokies and Reign at 9 a.m. 11:30 will be the Bandits and the Red Bats for those that want to tune in. With that being said, that'll round it out here. 14-6 the final. Red Bats get back in the win column. Both sides now at 5 apiece. That'll round it out here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in once more here from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching Phoenix City Collegiate League softball. A night 10.5. Make up for the rain out back on the 23rd. That'll end on the day. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure talking to you all once more. Hopefully, I'll see you all tomorrow morning. These teams will go back at it again. We'll be right back. Thank you, everyone, for having a great night. Hope you have a safe one as well. Have a great rest of your night.